Hey guys, so for this sprint we focused on business app generation. So let me show you the major components we built from Vue. The first one is the Bootstrap JVPM app. This is the app that is, if you're familiar with the Spring Initializer, it is the starting point and also will become start.jvpm.org. Is where users go to start generating the business applications. The second one is a set of Maven archetypes, one for the KJAR project and one for the Spring Boot service project that the users would generate through Bootstrap JVPM. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to go through this very quickly, but just note that these components will be improved significantly in the next sprints, but they're already functional enough where we can start doing demos and showing off the functionality. So here's the starting point. We want to generate an application. This is Bootstrap JVPM. We create generate. We get our application and name and select from the list of versions. Click next. What projects we want to create, the KJAR, the data model, and our business application. And here we can also select capabilities. So but we want JVPM, case management, server running and everything, execution server. Here we would like to add or have rules, and this is Planner. We can review our selection here and click on generate, and what we get out is a zip file that we can extract, and if we look at it, it contains our KJAR, our model, and our business service Spring Boot application. Just to show very quickly what happens under the hood here, Bootstrap JVPM actually executes, of course, a process, and it takes advantage of a JVPM work item we recently added called the Maven Embedder, which allows users to execute Maven commands during business process execution. So depending on user selection, we generate the different projects using the Maven archetypes, and at the end it packages into the zip that we have seen. So I can stop this. For the sake of time, I already have the app here. So we have again the KJAR, the model, and the service. The service project is already functional and can be started without any changes, but I will show you how users would typically use it. They would go to your KJAR and would want to start building their business processes, rules, etc. So to get it ready to be imported into Workbench, we run git init. So now it's already ready. All we need is the location where it is. We can go to our Workbench and go ahead and import it. Alright, we select, and there it is. Now we can quickly add, let's say we want to add a business process, and for the sake of time, I'm just going to quickly do something quick. I'll go ahead and save it, and that's it. Alright, so now we have a business process. Now how do we start using it in our created business application? If we go back to our Spring Boot application that we generated, you will see it has two launch scripts. One is launch and one is launch dev. And just to show you, in dev mode, we actually already defined and have for users defined the Kia Server Controller setup, through which we can easily start connecting to a running instance of our Workbench. So let's do that. Let's give the launch script permissions, the dev one, and go ahead and run it. The launch script will first build the model and the KJAR, and then we'll build our service app and also start it for the user. So it's a very quick way to get everything up and running. So here we go. Now that we're up and running, we can go ahead and look at our app. And this is the landing page for the generated application. It shows the users the service, what capabilities it has, and it also has, of course, the REST API available as well. But we'll get back to this in a second. And depending on the selection of the capabilities, that will show the correct ones here for the user. Now, since we have the controller set up in dev mode and launched it, we can easily go back to our running instance, and we see the demo service app service as one of our server configurations available here. So let's go ahead and see how that works. We can go to the kjar and say build and deploy it into our demo service app instance. If we go now here to our execution servers, we see it here. We can, let's say, start a scanner, whatever configurations you want to do, and going back to our service instance, we have let's take a look at our containers. This is the information that we have here. This is the kjar. We have the project going on right here, the built one, and what we can then look is a list of processes, for example, very quickly. I think this is the way. Alright, so here we currently have my demo process here. So at this point, the user really has everything they need to start building out their business application. Start processes, interact, whatever they want to do, they have it available. So that's pretty much it for now. If you guys have any questions, please let us know, or if you have any suggestions on how to improve this for the future, that'd be nice to hear too. All right, thanks guys, bye.